Welcome to a 24-hour reading vlog, but I am old, so it's going to be the kind of 24-hour reading vlog where I run a timer. I'm gonna try to get it done this weekend though. I would love... You're so cute. I would love for it not to run longer than this weekend, so that's the goal. It is Friday. It is almost after work times, so I will be starting the timer very, very soon. Madison, what are you reading? We're dying to know. I will tell you, don't even worry about it. I'm almost done with Private Rights. I'll for sure be finishing that. This is not so good. This is quite boring. I will give, I guess, a review of it once I finished it, even though I have not read it with you at all. But just know, you really haven't missed much. And then I would like to finish Esperance by Adam Oyebanji. This is like a sci-fi thriller and I'm barely into it, so I'll be able to give you like an actual timely update. I'm in the middle of so many buddy reads right now. I'm also in the middle of not the Just Said Air but the Just Said Crown by Sarah Hashem, and I'm buddy reading it with Madison, not me Madison, a different Madison, and it's going so well so far, so I'll update you when I'm more in the middle of reading that. And then I'm also buddy reading Malice by John Gwynne with Viv, and I'm super behind. I need to catch up, so this 24-hour readathon is super necessary for me, and that for now is what the goal is for this weekend. I don't know that I would read more than that, but we can hope. We can try. I am almost done with Private Rights, but everybody else is like 400 pages, so or more. And I guess we'll see how that goes. I will give you updates probably when I finish Private Rights, because I think I'm gonna just try and knock the rest of this out. I only have like an hour left of the audiobook, so I'm almost done. Thank God. Okay, I'll update you. I don't know what the audio is gonna be like on this, but we're gonna try and record out here. I have reading updates for you, and I have a book haul, despite being on a book buying ban. Let's do the reading updates first. I finished Private Rights by Julia Armfield. I only had like 75 pages left to finish today, but this was ass. This was not good. This was like nothing. And like, do I know the King Lear? This is a King Lear retelling. Do I know what that is? No ma'am. But either way, this was not good and I would not recommend it. I'm giving it like a 1.5 stars maybe. I should have just DNF'd it, but it was a buddy read, so we powered through together. Another lose for Madison and Sarah, but it's fine. So what will I be reading next? Malice by John Gwynne. I started this on audio. I don't know what it looks like on here because I started it on audio. We're already following so many people and I don't know what's going on. Once I get to here in the audiobook, I will start reading physically, because I think I just need to read at least with my eyeballs of not tandem reading, and then I'll have like a better handle of what's going on. And I can read who the people are too on the back. They have little blurbs. Because I'm getting people confused. I think they're all men. Yeah, they're all boys. We don't even get to follow one girl. Boring. Now let's do the book haul. I stopped at Midsummer Media, which is the horror bookstore in Portland. And the one thing that I went there for was a thing that I asked for. And this is like a play. And it's by Nat Cassidy. And Nat Cassidy is coming to Portland very soon. So I wanted to get everything he has ever written signed by him. And I should actually be able to finish this before he comes here. This is like nothing. Do you want to see everything else that I got that I didn't need? Okay, so I got a copy of Feast While You Can. I got this as an ARC and I really liked it. And I just wanted my shelf trophy because it's so beautiful. I love the cover and I do like this story. I think it's good. And then I got Last to Leave the Room by Caitlin Starling, because she is also coming to a bookstore near me very soon. And I don't know how to explain it, but the flop factor of this book is so good. Like, I wish all books were like this. This is a perfect book. I also love this cover. She's very creepy. I've been not trying to buy books, but I also haven't been buying David Sodergren specifically because you can he's like indie pub. I don't think he sells on his website and you can only get him on Amazon, but they recently stocked his books, so I got the next one that I really wanted to read, which is Maggie's Grave. And then I think there was a new one. I think this is new. Yeah, it was copyrighted in 2025. And also specifically says that it can't be used for AI training, so slay for that. But Deathspell, I don't even know what these are about. I love that his books are so cohesive too. I feel like they look like 80s horror. I'm very excited about them. I didn't need them, but I'm excited about them. And then I got a couple treats. Got a sticker. I don't know that there's anything more me than a skeleton in a pickle jar. So this is very cute. Yeah, I'm pretty much exactly 2 hours into this, so I'm gonna see how far I can get while I still want to read. morning. I did not update you last night because I didn't feel like it, but I did not make it as far as I was expecting to. I still have 20 hours left, so we're gonna have to do some reading this weekend. We're going to Hood River for a cider festival. I get to play passenger princess while we go, so I should be able to get a little reading in that way. And then once we're back, I should get more reading done because there's a lot of cleaning to do in this house. And I can listen to my audiobook while we do. So we should be okay. I just should have read more yesterday, but it's fine. And I'm also 174 pages into Malice by John Gwynne. And I finally feel like I locked in. Like, I know what's going on. I know most of the characters. There are so many characters we've been introduced to so far. I think I kind of know what's happening in everyone's storyline, but I definitely don't know where everyone is. I only gave a year in the first chapter, so I'm assuming that part hasn't changed. Like, we're not in different timelines, but I wish that they would give like a location of where everyone is, because sometimes they do that in fantasy books. This is a book where I would be like actually referencing the map. I've referenced the back where they talk about only 4 of the characters' POVs that this book has been from so far. This is one of the first fantasy books for me where I'm like, I need reference material, and there's not reference material. Like, girl, this is a test and I need to study. And actually, I'm just showing up and failing. We're following Corbin, who is like 14 at this point, and he's kind of he's just dealt with the death of a friend and is just trying to figure out kind of how to be in his village. I think he wants to be a soldier or a warrior. He's 14, so he's just kind of still a child. And then Evnis, I'm pretty sure he's like one of the right hands to the queen. I'm telling you this, and watch me just be so wrong watching this back. Once I have an even better handle on everything. Veritas, yeah, he's the new member of a war band, and he's doing okay, I think. And then Nathair's a prince, I'm pretty sure. And Nathair and his father, the king, do not get along, and he's trying to reconcile that. So that's kind of where we're at. We've mostly been following Corbin and the people in Corbin's storyline, and that's the one that I care about the most for sure. The other people I don't really care about yet, but I'm sure that I will. It would also be cool if John Gwynne would stop killing dogs, because a lot of people have like hounds in this story, and a few of them have died so far. I don't like that. One of them got like overtaken by ants. That was pretty brutal. And it was just like a very casual thing that happened. This is very classic fantasy, and I personally struggle with classic fantasy. And it gets a little complicated for my little pea brain, but me and my little pea brain are making it through. I'll probably show you some B-roll of Hood River because it's really pretty, and then I'll give you an update when I have an update. We just got back from, well, not just got back, but we're back from the cider festival. We took a nap. It was very much needed, and it was so fun. It was like kind of chilly out, which is nice because it's been hot. I have to wear a sweatshirt. Love to wear a sweatshirt. And Elliot also got a 6-pack of little cheesecakes. Very, very good. It was a great time. And I got a little bit of reading done. We are at, this is how we're doing. I'm almost 300 pages into this book, and I'm liking it a lot more now. I feel like I know what's going on. I really only care about Corbin, which is the kid. They just got a wolf pup. I think the wolf is probably going to die really traumatically, so we'll see about that. And it's just a very dense high fantasy. I also think it's just absolutely crazy how Rocket just starts drinking water every time I start filming. Like, oh, perfect. Let me just drink a gallon of water real quick. But I definitely can't finish this today, but I'm hoping to get close to finishing it and then move on to my other buddy read tomorrow, because now I'm probably behind on that one. Viv has already finished this, which is great, but I need to catch up. So I will update you when I have thoughts or when we get to an interesting time in the timer. I think the most annoying thing about this book is that I still only care about one character, one storyline, and I'm like 500 pages into the book. I only care about Corbin. I don't really care about anybody else. Corbin he's like 15 now. I think he's growing into his like warriorhood. He's meeting expectations, and he adopted this wolf cub. And the conditions of adopting the wolf cub were that if the wolf hurt anybody, then the wolf would be killed. And obviously the wolf hurt someone protecting Corbin, so Corbin set her free, and it's been very tragic. And there's all of these bullies, like fully adult bullies, bullying Corbin in like their village, and that's just bizarre to me. The other, I think, super main person that we're following is Veridus, and Veridus, for another king and queen's like staff, I guess. He is the prince's right-hand sword, and the prince is Nether, and the prince has basically declared himself the chosen one and absolutely killed the king so that he can like take rule or whatever, and he's so annoying. He's so entitled, he's so spoiled, and he's just a liar, and I hate him. And I therefore don't really care about what's happening with Veridus, because Veridus is so like gaslit into thinking Nether is like the best thing that's ever happened to him, so I just don't care. And then we're following a few other people. Evnus, we've only gotten a few chapters from. His wife died. That was sad, but like I didn't have a lot of stock in him, so it was just kind of like, damn, that sucks. And we get to see a few other warriors, and I think I kind of have everybody connected the way that they're supposed to be in my head, but I still really just care about Corbin. And that's my update. I didn't update you last night because I didn't feel like it. My eyes hurt and I didn't want to be on camera. Also, sorry if you can hear him eating. It's just every time. I think what I'm gonna do now is go to the farmer's market, just have a cute little Sunday morning, and listen to the rest of this on audiobook, hopefully. And then I'll give you my final rating. And I can actually catch up on the Just Said Crown read that I'm doing, because I know I'm behind, because this is all I read yesterday, because Viv finished this yesterday. And I didn't want to just like have this hanging around. So this, the Just Said Crown, and then I have the Night and the Moth ALC. So if I need an audiobook, that's what I'll be listening to. It's really good so far. I can explain that though, if I actually start reading it in this vlog. I will get back to you. I have 3 herbs that I'm hoping will make it on my balcony this summer if I remember to water them. The hummus girl tricked me into a 4 for $28, so I got pita chips, tzatziki sauce, even though I don't know if I'm gonna like that, fire roasted red pepper hummus, fire roasted garlic and chive hummus, sun-dried tomato loaf. I don't know what kind of bread it is, but it smells really good. And then I got me a blueberry scone, and then I got Elliot an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. And then it's finally strawberry season. These are so expensive, but they're so good. They're so much better than like grocery store strawberries. And I think this is the last thing. There's a bagel stand there too. I think they're called like Notorious Bagels or something, and they're so good. I got a rosemary sea salt bagel, an everything bagel, but I think they call it an all that bagel. Like I don't think everything is like a copyrighted thing, but they call it an all that bagel. And then I got a garlic parm bagel. And then I'm pretty sure this is called an Angry Bird bagel, but I don't remember what an Angry Bird bagel is. And cream cheese. They sell cream cheese there, which is really nice because I don't just like keep cream cheese on hand. Everything at the farmer's market is expensive, but I just love a farmer's market haul. I'm also almost done with Malice, so when you see me again, I'll be actually done with Malice and I can give you my final thoughts. I'm holding my camera because I don't feel like finding the tripod and hopefully it's not too shaky. But I just finished Malice. We're here. It took me so long to finish Malice. I liked it. But she was a hefty girl, okay? A hefty fantasy. And I love John Gwynn, but he takes a while to get going. But when he gets going, he definitely gets going, and I'm excited to read the second book. I'm giving it 4.25 stars. I thought it was really solid. And I think the rest of the series could totally be a 5-star series for me now that we're in the story. Everything just really kicked off. We've got some prophecies happening. We've got some gods getting involved. We've got battles being won, people dying. It was like, I was like, I kind of don't care about these characters. And then once they started dying, I'm like, oh, maybe I do care about these characters. So there's that. And what are we going to start now? What are we doing next? What are we doing with the rest of our, like, 10 hours? Also, not finishing this. It's what, 6 p.m. on a Sunday? Not finishing that 10 hours. It's going to end Monday. It's whatever. It's fine. I think I'm going to continue with my read of the Just Said Crown. Okay, it says I have 7 hours left in the ebook and like 65%. So if I stick to that, then yes, I will have to read more. But we'll see. I always like to race my Kindle based off of whatever it tells me. And it's telling me 7 hours, 10 minutes right now. So we can actually see, since I'm timing myself, how true that is. Wow, how fun and exciting and thrilling. Isn't this great? Should I give you a synopsis of it so far? Probably. This is book 2 in a duology. This, I think, is one of those true enemies to lovers that are so rare. Like, if they're not stabbing and torturing each other, were they really enemies? No. We are following mostly Sylvia, and she has just gotten like her magic dimming cuffs or magic preventative cuffs off, and everyone has found out that she's the heir to this throne, and it's a very big deal because magic is not really like, it's not good, it's not allowed here, I think is the kind of gist. And her two friends have been just like thrown across the kingdom, kind of. She was protecting them at the end of the trials in book 1, and she doesn't know where they are, but she knows that they're not where she is. And she's been dreaming and getting back with Aaron, who is the love interest. He's the prince, dreaming, and then she is there with him, and he can touch her in while she's dreaming like this because she has like no magic for some reason while she's dreaming like this. But if he touched her with her magical cuffs off, using her full magic, it would probably kill him, drive him mad. So I just cannot wait for them to actually meet. But for now, they are apart and like kind of enemies, but she's also trying to help him, and he has daddy issues. It's great. It's a great time. I will update you when I have updates. Okay, it is Monday. It is Monday at like 4 o'clock. I didn't update you like I should have last night. I got to like 65% of the Just Had Crown, and it's so good. It's what enemies to lovers should be. It's still what enemies to lovers should be. And they got this moment. They got this moment together because she can't touch him or he'll try and kill her because of like, he absorbs magic. She has way too much magic. And they got into this traveling realm where she doesn't have magic, so they could touch. And they touched. It was so good. And then we moved on to some other characters, which I'm just like as interested in. I just got really tired last night and I needed to quit. But today, I've mostly been needing an audiobook, so I've been listening to The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Also great. It's gonna be a perfect like spooky time read because it's honestly kind of like a very creepy romantasy, which I love. He also wears eyeliner. It was only mentioned one time, but he's been having eyeliner on the entire time that I've been imagining him now, so that's great. That's perfect. I don't know how much of this to explain to you, but it'll probably, I guess, be the last book that I read for this vlog. So maybe I should actually explain it to you. She is like a nun, kind of. They are in this very like secluded cloister and they dream, basically having premonitions of how your life is going to go. But they all have their eyes covered. There's 6 of them. She's 6. They don't have names. This night comes with the king so that the king can get his whatever read. A lot of things happen to get them here, but it's not really enemies to lovers, but it's like they have this banter constantly. They're always irritated with each other, but also they're obsessed with each other. She also has a veil across her face, so he hasn't really seen what she looks like, specifically her eyes. And she has the best of intentions most of the time, but will also kick the shit out of you, and I totally respect that. And now they're kind of on this quest to figure out what happened to all of the other nuns or whatever in her cloister because they all like got ticked off one by one, like taken. And she's trying to figure that out because she wants her besties back, obviously. And they're kind of having this like will they won't they type of thing. It's a very good time. It's very atmospheric. And there's also this Gollum bestie that she has that calls everybody Bartholomew and frequently gets off task. It's a very good time. I have 3 hours and 54 minutes left of this challenge that I'm doing. And I should be close to finishing The Night and the Moth through that, I think. No, I should be able to finish The Night and the Moth and then I can continue on with my buddy read. So that's perfect. So I will probably just give you an update when I'm done with The Night and the Moth. For whatever reason, I just cannot update you at night. I don't know what it is. I just don't want to. I got home from the signing event that I went to last night, and I did finish The Night and the Moth, the audiobook. I think the audiobook was pretty good, and I really like Rachel Gillig's writing. Like, everyone says it's so creepy and atmospheric, and I was like, how creepy is it really? Because it's like a romantasy, so like, are we understanding what creepy is if we're only reading romantasy? But that was on me. That was an assumption that I made, and that's my bad, because it really was creepy and it was really good. I can't wait for the next one. It should be quite good. I think that the first one does wrap up enough in a way that I wasn't like, oh my god, this is the worst cliffhanger in the whole world. I can't wait for the next one, but I'm still excited to read the next one, you know? This is also me wrapping up this vlog, if you were wondering. So I did finally hit the 24 hours Monday night. It took me 4 days to hit the 24-hour mark. I finished 3 books. I finished my audiobook of The Night and the Moth. I finished Private Rights, but I really didn't have that much of this book left. And then I'm pretty sure I read Malice in its entirety in this vlog. So that's not too bad. I also read some of the Gist of the Throne, but not like all of it. Not bad though. Like honestly pretty good. I think I read around like 1,500 pages. I was distracted for much of the time that the timer was on. So I do want to talk about like what I want to do next time, like if I do another 24-hour readathon, which if I do it in this timer method, I think I will, but I would love to do it over the course of like 2 days, so like a Saturday and Sunday, and then that's it. Which I think I can do. I just need to lock in, or like at least read 24 hours in 48 hours. And I would also like to hit 2,000 pages next time. I think that's something I can do. I just need to focus more. The real problem is just me not being on my phone and me focusing more. So that's the big goal. I also next time want to create a TBR that I stick to, and it's books that I start and finish in the 24 hours. I was in the middle of a lot of books, which is why I like just continued books I was already in the middle of, but next time I want to just start fresh page. So I don't think this went horribly. I think it could have gone worse, but I don't think that it went particularly well. If you made it this far, leave me a sword emoji of your choice, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!